What is going on, you sexy motherfuckers? It is a good day in the Matrix. Yes, it is. A good day. Please stop not tracking me. I'm right here, baby. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Shit. Anyway, today's a different video. It's in my room. I know it's different, whatever. But it's because it's fucking raining outside. What do you expect? You know what I mean? I didn't want to not do it. In fact, I wanted nothing more but to do it. So here I am doing it. Not making excuses. So if you want to do something, then stop stopping. The only thing you should stop is stopping. You feel me? Because there is just all it is now, and I've realized that like I wasted so much time. It's a good song, but yeah, I wasted so much time. It's a good song, but I wasted so much time. It's by Enjoy. Look it up. It's called Enjoy, or it's called I've Wasted So Much Time by Enjoy, and it's just so good. It's so true. Anywho, but just contemplating, bro. Just thinking and contemplating and thinking about things. It didn't matter, what if this, what if that, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean? So as long as we're doing the craft finally, that's what matters, and that we're doing it. So I just wanted to make a video. Let me sip some water real quick. Bet you're not crazy. We're not crazy. We're waking up, bitch. Okay? The system is not designed for awakening souls like us. It isn't. Almost choked, but it's whatever. It ain't. So they're gonna call you crazy. They're gonna say, nah, it's a disorder. They're gonna say, nah, you're hallucinating. Blah, 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 blah. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit is all I hear. Anywho, this is what it really is. I even wrote a script about it because I was like, oh, I don't want to forget this. So I wrote that shit down. But first and foremost, I hope you're doing good, guys. I really do. Fucking this projector's sexy. You can't really see it that well because it's dark. Or, I mean, the light's on, but it's whatever. Anyway. I'm telling you, when you really wake up, and when you really see that really your third eye is opening. You ain't crazy, nah. You're just awakening to the bullshit that you've been spewed since you were a kid. Because there's social conditionings, whatever. It was passed down to us from our parents and from their parents and then so forth. So now you're breaking the cycle. You're breaking the karmic loop, the karmic cycle of what generational trauma even just by you waking up and seeing the truth, seeing just being you, unapologetically you. So good shit. Freaking, I don't know. I just put my hair like this too because I wanted it to get out of the way. You know what I mean? I gotta not do that so much, but I don't know. I like holding the camera. It's like better lighting right here, right? But if I put it right here, how does it look? I don't know. If I put it right here, it's like that. So I guess I could do this. Fuck it. Anyway, I got a script though. See? I wrote it in my notepad because I don't want to forget everything, but check it. Yo, they told you it's depersonalization, right? They told you it's derealization. Oh, first off, before I start this. So, if you don't know, there's shit called HPPD, derealization, depersonalization, which is, first off, bullshit. It's not real. It's just a disorder. They just wrote it up and they said, well, that's what it is. Just, if they tell you that you are seeing the deepest layers in the truth of reality, it threatens the control structure. So, of course, they're not going to tell you. Why would they tell you that once you take a plant medicine, once you smoke weed, which could be psychedelic in a way that does open the third eye, that if you have an awakening of some sort, you're not hallucinating. But why would they tell you that? Why would they tell you that you're just seeing the truth of reality? Why would they want to tell you that? They wouldn't, right? Because again, it threatens the whole control that is happening on the planet. So they're gonna call you crazy. They're gonna label you sick. They're gonna label you disorder or whatever, because again, this planet, or at least right now on this time, it's not designed, or hasn't been for like thousands of years really, but it's not designed for awakened beings. It really isn't. But now is the time of awakening, I guess you could say, we're on the timeline of, experiencing the awakening. Because isn't it crazy? I'm not trying to get off track. Earth is so infinite. There's, the multiverse, whatever. It's not that the awakening is happening in the future. It's just that us as consciousness are tuning into the version of Earth where the awakening is happening. You feel me? So you're seeing this, you're tuning into that timeline that it's happening. That's why a 5D Earth split, whatever the fuck, all these realities exist simultaneously. It's just that, again, what you're experiencing, what vibration are you embodying? So obviously, if you're watching this, you can only perceive the vibration you're of, so you are of that vibration. So with that being said, this is the awakening timeline. Anywho, but you know, in your soul, and this is like, I would take plant medicines, and I'd be around the people that would be like, careful, you're gonna get HPPD. Looked it up. It's like taking heavy uses of psychedelics and, hallucinogens. It'll feel like you're still on them and you're still, no, it's bullshit. What it really did was it opened your third eye, or you had a derealization, a depersonalization from weed. I don't feel real. What is reality? Well, first off, you aren't real. Sorry to say it. It kills your ego. It killed that mask that you thought you were. The mask shed. You felt like you're dying. The little fake character that we think we are. The parts that we play, our ego, that we thought that we were the whole time. It's like reality doesn't tell you that. In school, they don't tell you that reality is an illusion. They don't tell you that life is a mirror, a reflection. They don't. And if they did, then we would know. But because they want you to think that everything is so fixed and serious and solid, of course you're going to think you're crazy. But the truth is, you're not disconnected. You are unplugging from the lie we've been fed. Now, if you excuse me, I will read the script I made for this shit. But it's funny though, I was going to say, I'll be around friends and say, careful, you're going to get HPV. No. I knew, there's this one time I was on a huge, I went through a breakthrough on plant medicine, and I was like, it's not real. HPPD isn't real. This is the experience. This is the trip, if you will. And everything is energy. Everything is alive. And I am one with this experience, and it's a reflection. It's looking at me as it's looking at me, and I'm looking at, you know what I mean? It's just the one, and the drag. And the colors become more vibrant and whatever. Well, because you're more aware and present, you're seeing that everything is alive and energy. So you've cleansed the ego, the filter, the baggage. With that ego shutting up, you're able to perceive more of the truth. You're able to see it for what it is. And it's like when you were a kid, you were able to perceive of higher perception or higher frequencies, but reality, your parents said, settle down to reality, honey. This is real. This is how it is. But you've always been aware and in tune to higher self and in tune to the truth of reality. We just forgot it again through conditioning. But I've always just felt that it's not real. That depersonalization isn't real. Weed nowadays is just so potent and strong that it's giving people ego deaths because it's a form of psychedelic. It opens your third eye. And through this misinformation being spread, people are genuinely thinking they're crazy, they have a disorder, they're sick, so they're getting depressed because they go, something's wrong with me. And it's like, bro, I feel for you. But I was never the one to believe that bullshit. I let it empower me. I took it as a compliment because I know that that's not true. It is bullshit. It is. So depersonalization, derealization really is, you've opened the third eye, you shed the layer that you thought you were, you shed the ego. You see what I'm saying? When you shed that mask, that ego that you thought you were, the real you becomes to flow through, the higher you. Because again, this isn't all you are. This is a form expressing itself. So it's like your infinite form expressing itself through a physical form temporarily, but you forgot it. But anywho, so it could feel like you're dying, right? Like, oh my God, what is real? You start questioning reality. It's not so solid. And like, what? It feels like a dream. Yeah, it is a form of dream. It is a projection, a consciousness projection. You could call it a simulation, a matrix. It's a form of it for sure, but it's not so serious and it's not separate like you could say we're led to believe. Because if they, and here's what I wrote down, right? Here's the script, or one of them. And it's so perfect, but it goes, when you take a psychedelic, when you take a sacred plant medicine, you're not hallucinating because you're not. You're seeing a deeper layer of existence. And once that third eye opens, it doesn't fully close. But instead of honoring it, what does it do? The system labels it as a sickness, a disorder. Because guess what? If they admitted it, people would have to start questioning truthfully what reality is. They would have start to question everything. And in doing so, threatens the control structure. They don't want you questioning. They want you, shh, it's okay, we got you. Just go to work. Do what you want. Just shh. That's not true. It's bullshit. It really is. And then I'll read the other script right here. But listen to this. They told you it was depersonalization. They told you it was derealization. They told you something was wrong with you, but nothing is wrong with you. What if everything is right? What if THC didn't break your mind? The plant medicines didn't break your mind? What if it cracked it open? What if the disorder was really a doorway? What if what if it was a gateway drug into the real you? You know what I mean? See, they never taught us in school that reality is a mirror. They never said that your ego was a mask, and one hit too deep could take that mask off, right? Give you a little ego death or a big one. And when it does, it could feel like you're not real. It could feel like the world is fake. But what if it is fake, right? What if it's just a projection, a dream, a simulation, like I just said? A little glitch. You're seeing a glimpse, the truth of what this reality is. Not so fixed and not so serious and not so solid either. And not so separate either. So no, you're not crazy, you're awakening, and you're not broken either. The system wasn't built to hold awakened beings, like I said. So what do? They label you disordered. They call your visions hallucinations. Your detachment becomes a diagnosis. But what if it's sacred? It is. What if HPPD is just your third eye opening, and same with derealization and depersonalization? It's just your third eye opening. You're expanding your consciousness. Your ego is dissolving. You're remembering who you are beyond this physical form, beyond the mask. So you feel disconnected, but you're not. You're just unplugging from the lie, like I just said. So I'm here to say, guys, you're not sick. You're not lost. You're remembering. This isn't depersonalization. I like this. Listen, this isn't depersonalization. It's depersonal liberation. You feel me? Stay with me now. It's depersonal liberation. All right. And when the ego dies, what happens? The real you begins to live. All right. Beautifully said. Now, with that being said, HPPD is bullshit. Derealization is bullshit too. They're all labels. It's meant to keep you stuck at a lower level of consciousness, meant to keep you stuck to your ego, so that again you're in the cycle mindset. And if you're in the cycle mindset, you're easier to control, you're easier to manipulate. You don't question, you just do. Because again, if you question, you threaten the control structure, the 3D paradigm. Then again, if you are watching this, you are finally shifting from 3D to 5D, to that there is more than what we're being told. There is unity. You are infinite. You are more than the body. You are energy. You are a part of this. You're a part of that. You are existing here and as well over there and whatever, at different planes, different dimensions. All these star systems that we're connected to besides Earth. You're getting these downloads and the insights, and you're not crazy. They're not imagination. They are visions. All right. It felt good, so good to say, guys, because I know there's people that think that they're literally crazy and they're not. It's sad in a way, but I'm here to tell you, I'm here to be a vessel, an echo, I guess, that you're not crazy. You're awakening up. You're awakening to the truth, to a deeper part of you, to a deeper part of reality, which is you, right? The universe, the you. And through that becomes humble. Through that you are free, because through those limitations that you thought you had, you break those barriers, and then the only thing that will stop you is yourself. So you free your mind from the physical, and you just, everything is but a thought. You have a vision, you tune in, you do it, because it's all infinite. It's all happening here right now. You want to be a little content creator, you want to make music, that's fine. Do it right now. All these realities are flowing harmoniously with each other, waiting for you to tap in, waiting for you just to do it, and waiting for you to stop doing the same shit over and over again, right? It's just dormant. You have to tap in. You know what it is you gotta do. Just do it. Like I said, for so long I've been slacking on these videos. I was remaining stagnant on the same timeline, running the cycle, the loop. I was in my cycle mindset, my ego of just playing video games. And what if, I'm crazy? What if I'm just crazy? What if they think I'm crazy? What if I got no validation, or, well, not validation, but credibility? You know, what if this, what if that? So I never started. I kept living the same reality, getting the same results, even though every moment was always the new moments, and every moment I was always just becoming a new version of myself. But through doing the same thing, I wasn't allowing for that new version to step in. So finally, when you do this new thing that you stop procrastinating on, you again let the newer you be born, right? And through letting that newer, higher you, aware you be born, you feel better, you feel sexier, it's great. So just keep listening to yourself, guys. Keep listening. Know that you're not crazy. You know what I mean? Just be like these jellyfishes. They're fake, just like reality. But like, they're fake, but they look real, just like reality, right? If it's fake, you'll, oh my god, that's perfect. See this? It's an illusion, right? It looks real, but it's not, just like reality. Get it? Get it. That's fucking perfect. I love it. It means that this isn't all there is. So stop overemphasizing on this. You are more than this. We are more than this. And you're not crazy, like I said. That little illusion identity is just dissolving, and you're awakening, and you're allowing, and you're expanding your consciousness yourself up to being able to receive these downloads and higher frequencies, if you will, from your higher self, from yourself beyond form, your formless self, right? And just, follow the flow, have fun with it, really. That's what I've been doing. So yeah. It's all bullshit. It's not real. Just limitations to keep you stuck in a 3D consciousness. And it's like, I didn't need anyone to tell me that. I'm not trying to be cocky. I just have always intuitively felt that it's bullshit. And so I've always felt that intuitive feeling to ignore that and just stick to my truth. And then, of course, yes, I would tell people this, and they would say, nah, bro, you're just fried. Nah, bro, HPPD is real. Nah, 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 nah. Just totally believing what they're fed. And through that belief, guess what? That's what they're experiencing. Because that's how powerful we are. We believe our reality is co-creation. What am I trying to say? Reality is going based off what we are also believing, right? It's all a reflection. So if you believe you're powerless, you're going to get that experience. If you believe you're sick, well, you're going to get that experience. You know what I'm saying? If you truly believe you have something wrong with you, then that's what your belief. So whatever. I've always believed that there wasn't anything wrong with me. I was just in tune. I was seeing a deeper layer of existence. And through that, I never experienced being sick. I just experienced truth. I experienced awareness. And I see through the veil, if you will, of reality. And it's a humbling gift. I really love it. So, yeah. If you want to believe something's wrong with you, go ahead. Go ahead. Like, seriously, do it. But there isn't. You're just awakening. You're seeing the truth. You're opening your third eye. You're connecting to higher self. The thoughts that you thought that you were on a daily basis, your little identity here on earth. You think you're so cool, this and that. That's your ego. That isn't you. You are the soul. You are the observer. You aren't this body. You are the observer, observing this body, observing the thoughts, not below it. But, yeah, you know what I mean? So I hope this resonated with you guys. Drop a like. Give me a comment if you want me to do any other videos about this. I'll go ahead and I'll do that. Yeah. So I'll see you in the next one. You already know. Namaste, Liddy is a motherfucking titty. Keep swimming. Just keep swimming.